Hello, this is the final presentation for Team Chester Management 534 Summer 2014. Presenting tonight will be Dana Humke, Craig McIntosh, and Ian Hiemback. Our other team members, Anni Huang and Brett Sauerwein, couldn't be here but were helpful contributors throughout the entire project. In this presentation, we will discuss how our final round went in the group simulation, as well as things that went well throughout the simulation, things that didn't go so well, and why. We'll also cover the exciting things we project would be on the horizon for Team Chester were we to continue the simulation. In the final round of the simulation, we had to make some tough choices after several rounds where our projects drifted. Our forecasts were off, and our losses were cringeworthy. Where we had originally started with the 5 products each teams were assigned, we agreed to pare down our product offering to just our top 2 sellers, which were cake and cedar. We had been hoping with the right strategic maneuvering, the other 3 products would turn for us. However, that was not to be, and letting them go was the only logical way to return to profitability in the final round. In conjunction with discounting these products, we sold off any leftover inventory we had of those products, which really helped. We were hoping simply to break even in the last round, and we did end up retiring $33 million in debt. But we were also pleasantly surprised to find that we turned a small profit just under $3.5 million. This was a glimmer of hope for Team Chester and allows us to project that the company will continue on and earn a more competitive standing among the other firms should the simulation continue. And now I will pass on to Ian so he can discuss some benefits of our products.
So, added benefits to focusing on our more successful products were the benefits of streamlining operations easier and more accurate sales forecasting. Overall, our revenue increased by 48% from the previous round. That additional cash flow would be invested in furthering our time quality management and HR competencies with the hopes that those improvements would lead to lower manufacturing costs and the eventual correction of our diminishing margins. Our 2 top selling products, including Cedar, our low-end segment product, which was gaining ground in the last few rounds, and we were hopeful it would continue to do well. We hope to find efficient ways to improve this product in order to increase capacity on this line, improve market share, and increase profit margin. Additionally, Cake, which was our traditional segment product and has always been our top volume product, currently occupying the number 2 spot for sales with the opportunity to take number 1 if there were additional rounds to be played. Cake's marketing has always been on point with the highest customer awareness of any of our products, as well as high accessibility for consumers with its lower cost. Cake's market share increased a dramatic 10% in the final round, giving into a total 18% overall.
Cake's most important features are its performance and size, which align exactly with customer demands for this segment. In order to continue to push the success of Cake in the future, we would invest further in time quality management for this product specifically, as well as assembly line automation. This would in turn drive down materials and labor costs. From the very beginning, Team Chester has identified itself with a cost leadership strategy. While in the early rounds this was effective, unforeseen complications with research and development, inefficiencies in operations, struggles with labor negotiations, and increased costs, we were not a profitable firm throughout the middle of the simulation. In theoretical rounds following round 8, we would work to correct the inefficiencies and cost issues to continue the firm's turnaround and harness further profitability. We would also work to align our strategy more closely with consumer demand and respond more efficiently to consumer needs. Had we aligned our strategy sooner, this, along with better products and our competitive pricing and awareness level, would have resulted in higher market share in earlier rounds. We are confident our rejuvenated success, focus, and strategy will correct our stalling market growth and will reward us with a better revenue position.
For the shareholders, our next 3 years we want to believe would be exciting and hopeful. While we are on a balanced and precarious ledge of newly reacquired profitability, we cannot assume it will continue with careful effort. We would forecast that continued updates to Cake and Cedar will increase demand, market share, and profit margins, as well as improve the firm's competitive standing. The alignment of our strategies with a focus on consumer needs and further marketing efforts will lead to greater brand recognition and awareness, which in turn will increase our returns. Finally, streamlined and efficient processes will allow the company to operate more effectively and thus produce higher quality products at an economical price, which will assure cost leadership and profitability.
As stated in our letter, we want to thank our shareholders for putting up with us muddling through this and ask them to please stick around a little longer to see Team Chester rise like a phoenix from the ashes. During the simulation, Team Chester learned that in business, there are no prisoners, as we saw in the labor negotiations. We were cruelly cut down by Team Ferris, along with the rest of the other teams, even though, truthfully, we were trying to accomplish the same goal. We also learned how important each decision is to the business as a whole. Every decision impacts every aspect of the business. And finally, we learned that it's true what they say. All the core classes in this program are evident in this one compilation of a class. Thank you for this opportunity. The end.